Hi everyone, Nicholas Lee here and welcome to day number 25 of the Duty to Sell challenge. As you can see, this is a mistake. It's not 23 but 25. Now here's the funny thing. I had just created one of the best training that I've done and realized that I had not recorded myself and my voice wasn't coming out. So there's me doing it again and realizing that, guys, the dragon's tongue, realizing that maybe I can create an even better training for you right now, me doing it one more time. So today in this training, I'm going to talk to you about a concept, an idea. And usually this is taught as a tactic, but I'm going to take it to the next level, sharing it to you as a strategy, but more importantly, breaking it down into the concept and the principle of what it is, so you can use it not just in sales, guys, but use it in everyday life with your family, your children, your spouse, your business partners, so you can maximize the use of it. And as you've learned from me with my 5 C's, my skill stacking 5 C's, so you can condition this concept, this idea, this principle as a habit, as a skill that you can use every day. Okay. Today what we're going to talk about is push away the sale and close more deal. Now this can come in as a weird concept, right? Why would you push something away to close more deal? Well, it comes from the principle of exclusivity at some level, but it comes from me working on helping the prospect to sell themselves to me. There's a couple of quotes that I will share in more detail on the next phase, on phase 2A, on the challenge called Selling Without Script. So I would suggest you go into that classroom next and go for the training. There's one important quote which says, everything we say or everything I say means something, and you want to capital the word something. Everything they say means everything. Let me say that again. Everything I say or we say means something, but everything they say means everything. Now what that means is that the goal on the conversation, the goal on the call, which again I'm going to break down in more detail in the next training, is that anything that they say, they are committed to it. And very often when they're saying it, they are reminding themselves. For example, as I share with you the processes and the questions and how you help someone to sell themselves as to why they should work with you, they will say things that they thought about before getting on the call. They would say things that they realize is important, that made them want to find solutions to their problems. But sometimes, especially in the offers, in the calls I was doing when I was doing them for other companies, people would have booked a call 2 days, 3 days, 4 days before, and by the time they got to me, they would have forgotten why they booked those calls. So if I'm going to tell them why they booked those calls, usually it would come from one ear and leave on the other ear, and therefore it would not have any impact on them. However, what I am going to teach you on the next challenge or on phase 2, on the mechanical influence, by the way, let me go back and show you where it is. It's going to be in the classroom here, mechanical influence, selling without script. So go into that training, please, after you finish this one, of course. But I will teach you how to ask the right questions so they can tell you why they came on the call, why it's important for them, and why they should be working with you. Okay? Because the more they can say, the more they are committed to the points, the ideas they've said to you, and the smoother the process to close the deal will be. The lower the resistance, the lower the number of objections you will get at the end. And this is why, if you go to my classroom, I only teach objection handling at the end, because with the process, you should have less of those objections. And if you look back to one of my clients' testimonial with me, she said there was no objection because she just realized from the question I asked her that she needed to work with me. And it wasn't me saying it to her, it was her saying it herself. Okay. Now, what I mean by push away is what we talked about before. Maybe you felt it yourself, that sometimes you feel that you're being pushy. The reason we're being pushy is there's the concept that in marketing, and there's a quote that tends to be said and shared quite a bit, is that gurus out there, people selling their courses, their training, their programs, their products, their services, they tend to push those products down your throat. They give you the benefits, they give you the features, they make you feel like you need to buy the thing. When you make them want to buy the thing, it's what I like to call external pressure, external selling. However, when you allow them to say the reasons that they have as to why they need to buy your product, this is internal pressure, internal selling. So if you want to write it somewhere, right, put it through your AHA list of things you're going to learn on this call, on this training today. It's the difference between internal pressure and external pressure. Meaning that internal pressure, it's much stronger because it comes from the person's perspective, their own frame of mind, their own frame of life, their own RAS telling them they need to take action on this. They need to work with you for allowing them to see this. Okay? And this is much more powerful. And by the way, I'm going to go in more detail into this training. I'm just seeding some now so you get to see more. But maybe you can start using it here. Now, when I say push away, right, what I mean by that is this is a tactic you could use. And as you know me now, I don't like to just give you tactics. I want you to understand why the tactic works. Now, the push away strategy or tactics, you want to use it, is that it comes from a place of leadership. It comes from a place of exclusivity. Think of all of those great membership sites like, golfing clubs, membership board members, and all of those things where, like hotels, American Express, they all have exclusivity. By them having exclusivity, they are presupposedly pushing people away. They are only allowing certain people that meets their criteria to work with them. In the same way, when you're speaking to someone that has shown that they want to work with you by booking a call, you don't want to let anyone who has a pulse and a checkbook, like one of my good friends Jason likes to say, to work with you. You want them to prove to you that they are a good fit. And if you've got a great product, a great service, a great business, I would expect you to have high standards for the people you allow into your program, into your services, into your product. And therefore, you need them to qualify themselves. For example, if you want to work with me on a group coaching setting, on a one-on-one basis, I promise you, I will push you more away than you pushing me away. Because I need people who will put in the time, put in the effort, commit investment, because I know they will get 10 times, 100 times more back. Because also, I don't want to work with people that I don't really connect with. If I know you're going to be a great person to work with, I will let you in. Only after you've showed me that you are someone that I would have fun working with, because all of my clients, like Ravinder, Bhav, many more clients, the two here, but I've worked with so many more before. The reason they've got results is because I enjoyed working with them and I know they are doing the work to get the results they need. In the same way, when I was closing for other companies, I was selling for other companies, I was pushing people away more than they were pushing me away, right? And this comes back to what I mentioned in the previous training on day 24 about being detached from the sale. Because remember, they need you more than you need them. Okay, so try this today. Try pushing people away from a good place, because if they show you here and there that they may not be a good fit to work with you, that you may not want to work with them, just tell them the truth. Maybe we're not a good fit. And if you follow that through with, tell me, what makes you feel that you need my help? What makes you a good fit to work with us? And from that standpoint, let them do the work for you. And like we said, everything you say, everything I say, everything we say means something. Everything they say, the prospect, the client, means everything. So the more they can sell to you why they need to work with you, why they want to work with you, the stronger the close is going to be. The smaller the level of resistance, the smaller the level of objections you're going to get. Okay, so that's already me 11 minutes going through this, but that's me covering most of the points I have here, I would say. But you want to push away the sale to close more deals. And again, if things don't make too much sense, guys, come and share, ask me questions, go in the help section, go and see the ahas people have been getting. You may learn more from that. If you have learned something incredibly interesting today, also write it in the ahas. We're going to go through the tracker completion later on, but you do make that list and share, because I want to know what you're getting from this. Maybe I'll do more deeper training onto this if that helps. But let's go through the list. Remember, they have the problem, you have the solution, so they need you more than you need them. Again, write this down, post it in front of your face. The more you can see this, the deeper it will get. It will get to a place where it becomes a 2+2 situation in your mind. Because if I say they need you, you're going to come up with more than I need them, right? If that comes to a place in your mind where it becomes an instant reaction, this is where you know you've reached a new level in your sales abilities. Okay? And this is what I'm saying. When I can see those words being written by you on a post, I know where you are on your journey. And to me, this is the best thing in the world. Seeing how people's mindset, language, wording changes as they get better at this skill. Okay? Now, I've explained how pushing away the sale works. Okay? Now, there's another principle and concept that makes this work so well. And that works really well in the dating world, right? You may have seen it. Some girls, some guys, maybe they come to you and they are so full on that you feel very uncomfortable. That then you lose the attraction because they're showing their cards too quickly. However, someone that kind of you're not too sure, you kind of feel attracted to them, but they are not very upfront with them. It's funny, but it's human nature. The more they kind of pushes you away, the more you feel more attracted to them. It's a bit like the magnets, right? The opposite attracts kind of way. And it's a really weird psychological, trick if you want to call it, but it's actually something very human. So we tend to use it here for a good reason, right? We're not manipulating people. We're using anything that's available to help them make the best decision. And by you pushing them away, they will come back stronger. And therefore, the close will be stronger. This is what will reduce refund rates. And this is why, in my career, the level of refunds I've had have been less than 1%. I can count that on my hands. But more importantly, the reason they had to get refunds are usually not because of me, just because of their personal things going on in their life. Okay? And the power is me pushing them away and then selling themselves to me. Right? And one of my mentors talked about it in terms of the karate or the kung fu world, where It's the power of pushing them away. It's like putting the energy back on them and them having to come back to you with it. So it's twice as strong into why they don't need to work with you. And again, some of the ideas I've just mentioned may not make sense now. That's okay, guys. I'm just seeding some more things. As we go along, I'm going to keep adding more and more and more. And slowly but surely, as you keep getting involved, you keep sharing your learnings, you keep sharing your wins, you keep talking about it and discussing about those, they will eventually make sense, because I will keep on sharing more and more as you move on to the next phase and the next phase and learn more about this beautiful skill of selling, influencing, persuading people to work with you. Again, guys, the most important thing here is do it only from a genuine value-adding perspective. Do not do it to scam people. This is really bad, and I condone this. Do it only if you know that your product, your service will improve the life, solve the problem of your clients. This is where we're coming from. Okay, so short training today, but we're going to go now to the tracker and complete the next layer. Okay, so let me pause. I'm going to create the post and come back to you. Okay, the usual, as you know, if you go to day 25, you will see the training video here, like so. Oh, those ones. And your post is going to be down here, right? This post, 25. And you click on it. You're going to copy all of the actions for day 25. Right click, copy. Then you're going to come down in the comment and you're going to paste all. I've done it already here for myself. Okay, so do it for yourself. Make sure you change the names. Put your name on that one. Put your 5 good things for the day. And guys, again, I will keep drilling it until it makes sense. Do this exercise for the next 60 to 90 days. If you want to keep pushing it, do for the next 6 months. I did it for the whole year and my life changed in a year. Now my brain comes up with positive things every single time. I can't even help it. This is the 2 + 2 theory in action. It became my new way of thinking. In the same way, the reason I'm making you do those every single day and posting it for the ahas is so you can see how much more you're learning every single day, getting your brain, getting your RAS to see them every single time, and then also sharing it so others can see it from your perspective and you can learn from others at the same time. Like I said, I've written them in a 1-line sentence, but if you want to put more detail into what you've learned, not just to share with others, guys, but to share with yourself. Because the more you can say to yourself, the stronger you are, the more you can explain the things you've learned, the deeper those understandings are going to get to yourself. The wins, same thing. It's to reinforce to yourself that you are winning every single day, to help your brain, the RAS, to find those things. And here's the crazy part, guys. At this point, you may feel that there's too much to do because you're consciously pushing the boulder up the mountain to find the positives, to find the ahas, to find the wins. And of course here, to find the dragon's tongue, to reframe situations. But what's crazy is your brain gets so good at it that you won't have to worry, you won't have to think about those. They will just happen to you instantly. And the reason I can say that is I've experienced it, I've seen it work with my clients, so I know this works if you stick with it, if you keep doing what I'm sharing. Okay. After 30 days, I would say keep doing it as long as you can, keep sharing, but if you don't want to, it's okay. Like I said again, this is all for you. And this is me using the push away strategy, right? Guys, you can do it. You don't need to do it. Nothing changes in my life, right? But you doing it will make a big difference to your life, to your ability to sell, to the results you're going to get, to the money you're going to make, and to the impact you are going to have on your clients, your partners, your children, people around you. Please do share. What I've seen people share with me is how, so for example, Bav told me how his wife could see a massive difference in how he was. People around you will see it, guys. They won't know what's going on. They will see it. I promise you. I've seen it. I know it. I can't wait to hear what you guys say now. Cool. As usual, the Dragon's Vault, keep adding those achievements, keep adding those sales wins, keep doing them, guys. They will make a big difference in your life when things get tough, because we know things will get tough. All right. Now let me fill in the tracker. We're going to go day 25, tick this, tick that, tick the Dragon's Tongue, community post, the win, and the aha. Oh, we forgot to do this one, so we'll do it as well. But let's now do a screenshot of this. Let's see if it works. It hasn't worked for the past few that we did, so let's see. If it doesn't, that's okay. I hope by the time you get access to this, this will work for you. But I'm going to go edit. I'm going to do paste. Okay, by the time it works, I'm going to do share. Find the link. Add the link here. Okay, so it looks like this is taking forever. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to do that again. Okay, we're going to then save this. Find the three dots. I'm going to move this. Find the three dots here in your comment. Find the link and post the link here. Let me find the one for yesterday. Find your comment, find the three dots, copy the link, and we're good to go. Now, last thing we want, let me pause quickly. Alright, sorry about this, guys. There's a lot going on here in the hotel. People are moving back. The planes are moving now, which is great. So let me go back to day 25. Okay, we're going to now open community tab, right? You go right click, click on the community. We're now going to go and find the comment for day 25, open it up. So you highlight the whole of it from the title, right click, copy. We go to the community, find the Dragon's Eye. We're going to paste, find the title, right click, cut, put it back here. And that's in the right category. We're going to post. Cool, done. Next one, we're going to find the duty to sell and the ahas. Copy. Come down here, do ahas, and then paste it here. I'm going to find this as well. Cut, paste, and done. Then we're going to go here, get the wins, post, and here. Wins. And again, guys, for the Dragon's Tongue, do let me know if you would want me to create a category. In the meantime, if I haven't created them, feel free to come and post about your Dragon's Tongue, the one that you've been working on, the new frame you found. I'm sure people will learn a lot from it, and you will get a lot of support in the group as well. So that's it from me, guys. I hope that was enlightening. I hope you've learned a lot of new things. I enjoyed teaching this one, to be honest. But also remember, come to the Mechanical Influence. I will go in more detail about everything that I've just shared in the day 25. And there's a lot more, guys. There's a lot more. I can't wait. All right, speak to you later.